Welcome back to Conquest SMP, the server where you can make a country or do some various other interesting things. Over the last few videos, we've been building this samurai castle here, and it's meant to be not only a beautiful palace for us to live in, but it's also meant to be a strategic fortress that's completely impenetrable from all sides, because it's a castle, and that's what castles do. But as you can see here, you can kind of just get in from anywhere because these trapdoors, they just let you straight in. And so it's really kind of worthless. So instead of being sad about our strategic failures, we are going to stop doing all this dumb stuff and we're going to fix it. We're going to make this castle all completely defendable and it is going to be, once again, the impenetrable fortress we wanted it to be. There are actually a few things wrong with this wall. Not only can you just get in or out from anywhere on the wall, but you also can't really, fight here. Imagine there's an enemy force coming at you from there and you need to shoot at them over here. But then they move over to here, on this side of the wall. Well, you'd have to try to somehow climb up around here, probably falling off, and then you have to go all the way around. It's not very convenient here at all, see? So those are two things that we're gonna need to fix, and we're gonna do it with style as well. So let's do that now. Despite the minimal change in looks, I have refitted the walls to make it so that no one can just walk in from anywhere here, with the clever use of some chains. See, you can't get past the chains, but they don't really block the look of the trapdoors in the back, and it all works kind of the same. Here's how it is on the inside. We've got this little walkway so that, you don't fall off, like in the last war we had, where everyone was kind of falling off the walls because they were too skinny. Here, we don't have that problem. Also, you can still fire arrows out from any direction you really want. This chain does not really inhibit the usability of the little arrow slits. I've also got another one here, of course. And this continues on with the lighting and all the other additions all the way around the castle. You can see it wraps around over here. So I would say this is a great success and the walls have been finished. What hasn't been finished, however, is the road system. As you see, this is all just still plain. It's really ugly. It's kind of hard to make your way through. I know exactly how to get around all these areas and through all the tunnels to get over to the castle, but, it's really unclear, and it's also super ugly, and there's no doors here either. So all these things we are going to need to fix. We're going to need to build some roads, build some doors, build some little areas, make this all not just a complete wasteland with a bunch of walls dissecting it. So let's do that too. Despite how short of a montage that was, this was really hard to do. There's like a lot of math and a lot of calculations going into making these roads. They're all designed very specifically to confuse the invaders, and also to look good, of course, and be wide enough so that you can kind of have this, and you can have buildings on each side without crowding it too much. So about that confusing the enemy, over here at the entrance area, this would all be not full of buildings, but full of kind of like guard things. This is what would be the equivalent of a zwinger, but in Japan, right? These are all made so that the enemy, when they're walking through here, they don't know the layout of the castle. They come to a point here, they look down these two areas. You don't want them to be able to see all the way through and see that the road doesn't go anywhere. So we could just have this go all the way over there and then be like, oh yeah, there's stuff over there, I should go there. But instead, it kind of leaves it up in the air. If I go this way, there could be a dead end. If I go that way, there could also be a dead end. So it could cause them to go the wrong way and realize, oh crap, there's nothing here. And then they have to turn around and go over there. Oh, there's nothing there. I need to go through. Oh, geez, there's nothing over here. But in order to do that, they have to go all the way around the corner, and it serves as a great way of delaying them from getting to the central castle there, which even then, they probably wouldn't be able to get through, as it is still built to be a castle of its own, just with all this around it to help it out. So now that we've got all the roads and all the infrastructure kind of laid out around, we need to start building the training headquarters and all the barracks and all the stuff for the military, where we will become A samurai. My idea of what this will be is it'll kind of have like a little wall here, so when the people are walking through this road, right, to get to the castle, they'll see that there's this whole military installation here, and so the soldiers or the trainees or whatever, they'd be able to fight the force coming through, and it would kind of serve as just another barrier for the people trying to get to the central castle. So there'll be like a wall, perhaps, maybe a building, and then, you know, some training grounds, maybe some barracks over here with some other little roads leading to this. I don't know exactly how it's gonna look, I've not built it yet, but I will now in hopefully a very nice time-lapse that will be more well-made than any other I've ever made. And with that, the samurai training grounds are complete. A lot of this couldn't be time-lapsed, either because it was so complex in the way that I was doing it that it would be impossible to follow in a time-lapse, or I just forgot to hit the button. But either way, we've got this beautiful building, which is the dojo. Inside the dojo, we have a little training area where you go ka-chow, 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 practicing like kendo or sword fighting or some other kind of thing, you know, and you have these tatami mat floors, because I'm not sure if they'd use these in the dojo, actually. This might be a little bit inaccurate, I don't know, it looks kind of nice, so got that here. Of course, you got this shrine, because almost all buildings in Japan, and most certainly all the dojos, would have a little Shinto altar here, so this, I don't know who this is exactly supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be Buddha, but I don't really know, because not Shinto. Moving on upstairs, we've got a very good little painting here of some people fighting, perhaps karate, which is a Japanese thing, which would probably be practiced down there as well as kendo. Got some little chairs, maybe someone could give a speech here, and all these people could be sitting on the chairs like, oh yes, very good. And there's nothing in the attic. Out here in the courtyard, we have some generic training dummies. I don't know what you'd use them for, but they're here. Over in this smaller building is the barracks, where all of the soldiers would sleep, you know, and have some little storage bits for them, and a lantern, of course, to keep it lit up. And that's about it here on the courtyard. We have finally established a proper military presence. Not like there's anyone other than me here, so this isn't really much of a military, but I have noticed a significant change recently. I became a samurai. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you think this goofy outfit is kinda entertaining. It took me a little while to make this, not a very long time. I would like it if you would subscribe, because if you don't, I might just come and burn down your house, you know. I mean, I'm not making a threat or anything, but, you know, I just might feel like doing it if you don't subscribe. I might just go over there and put some napalm in your fridge, maybe, I don't know. So make sure to subscribe to avoid getting napalm thrown into— Goodbye!